Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a nice week. Now, the Guild Wars 2 balance patch stream was, I think it was last Friday, and the devs walked us through the incoming balance patch and
So, Harold's totally back now, guys.
and a couple of you guys asked me to do a video talking about my thoughts on the balance patch. But as you know, I'm not that good at PvP, and nobody wants to hear me and my opinions. So, joining me is a very special guest, Tournament of Legends champion, 5-time monthly tournament winner, and Gizmo owner. Beside me, I have Ma. How you doing?
Good. How are you, man?
Good. Thanks for coming here, man. I really appreciate your time. So let us know, who are you and what are you known for?
I'm Ma. Obviously, like you said, I just play competitive PvP. I like playing with my team. These guys I've known for a long time. They're my friends. Been known lately for winning some monthlies, winning, a couple tourneys here and there. Nothing major.
Nothing major, yeah.
Nothing huge.
Yeah.
TO win here and there. Got that new title first. So
Champion of
that's probably
champions.
my favorite accomplishment. Yeah.
That's the one, yeah. Well, I'm looking to pick your brain a little bit here and ask you about the upcoming balance patch and kind of some PvP stuff in general. You ready to go?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Alrighty, now, most important to PvP and balance, we're gonna play a game. The game that everybody knows, but I have to adapt so that it is YouTube compliant, okay? I've changed the words, alright? We're gonna play a game called Kiss, Marry, Uninstall. I'm gonna give you 3 names, okay?
Okay.
And you gotta tell me which one you would kiss, which one you would marry, and which one you would uninstall.
All right.
Okay, so the 3 names are CMC, Roy, and Trig. Go.
Ooh, I think I'd have to kiss Trig. He's done a great job with balance. I've really appreciated a lot of his feedback and a lot of the changes he's put into the game. As for uninstall, I think I'd have to go with Roy. He's just a world guy. He's not necessarily my cup of tea. And then the last option, yeah, I'd have to go with CMC because he's the only one left over. But I think he's got a good idea and vision for how he wants to take balance in the game.
So you're gonna marry CMC.
I'm married to him already.
You kind of skirted around the words there, so I wanted to get it out of you. Okay, man. So very first thing I wanted to ask you, from a pro perspective, what does the PvP meta look like currently?
Right now, I think the overall meta is really just 2 supports. The premier one being Tempest. Chrona's been more of a support to the support. Necessarily, it's gotten a lot of nerfs over the months and not performing as well as it used to. After that, you kind of take more 2 side noders, 2 node holders that win their 1v1s and compete very well in the 1v1s. And then the last slot usually goes to a DPS. We've seen willbender fill that slot a lot, and Vert has been an option to fill that slot. People haven't really put too much stocks into Vert yet. I know people have been playing Mirage on EU. I know that's what Draza played to win the monthly. There's also talks of Hammerkata kind of filling that slot and being more of a team fighter because it just does so much damage like in a small team fight AoE. It's kind of how the landscape of the meta is at the moment.
So we're looking at kind of 2 supports, 2 side noders, 1 DPS. Sounds pretty tanky, eh? Sounds kind of slow.
Yeah, it's pretty tanky. It's a lot of momentum shifting.
Right. So I wanted to ask, which classes, when it comes to the upcoming balance patch, would you say are the biggest winners, and do you see anything that might creep into the meta?
I think the absolute biggest winner from the patch was a Ranger. Untamed and Soul Beast and Druid already were kind of, on the outskirts, on the outside looking in, but they received big buffs. I think Ranger Spear in particular, which was already, in my opinion, a very strong weapon, got very nice looking buffs. So I think that weapon is going to be pretty strong in the next couple months, probably just straight up meta. And you'd probably see that on just about every Ranger build for a while. I think the next biggest winner, I'd have to say Rifle on Warrior. It got a lot of changes, got a lot of love, and I can't say that I think it'd be straight up meta or it'd be anywhere near, but I know the berserkers with Gunflame, they love resetting Gunflame, so they got another option there.
Let me ask you this. Can Rifle Warrior actually be a healthy part of a PvP meta, or should the devs stop trying to make a one-shot meme weapon happen?
Well, I mean, I think everything can be healthy with the right numbers, but I think as it is right now, I don't really see it being very healthy to play against right now, and not for a while until it gets some real big changes.
I'm with you, man. I don't know why they keep buffing the rifle. Who likes playing against that? Not
Really,
me.
that's what I'm saying. I don't even know that many people who even like to play rifle themselves. So I don't understand who wants these rifle buffs.
Oh, they're gonna be at your throat in the comments. Just you wait, man. Okay, back to the patch. I wanted to ask. I asked you what were the biggest winners, and you were talking about Ranger and Rifle Warrior. So, what do you think are the biggest losers? And do you think that any of the nerfs are going to see any of the meta classes bumped out of the meta?
Oh, absolutely. Harb got a big nerf with the Soul Shard damage modifier being nerfed. That was Harb's big resustain. So that class I don't see being anywhere near the meta after after the patch. Goodness. Another loser was Willbender. I know a lot of people wanted to see nerfs to that. I think they probably wanted to see more nerfs, but the damage nerfs to Hammer and the CD nerfs to Spear were probably a nice direction to take that in at least. I think they could have eased up a little bit. You know, that's my favorite class right there right now. So.
Yeah. Do you think Willbender was really that overpowered, or is it a community-wide learn-to-play issue?
I think it was very strong, and I think it was performing very highly, but it definitely needed to be toned down. Maybe not as much as some people wanted, but I think there was a lot of scenarios in which people could have played better against it as well.
Gotcha. I feel like there's two kind of sides. One says, no, it's the most broken thing of all time, and one says, no, you need to learn how to dodge. So it's interesting to hear from somebody who's particularly biased towards the class to kind of be neutral and measured in the middle. So good on you.
Yeah.
I personally think that Power Virtuoso is slept on by the PvP community at large. What do you think about that?
For sure. A lot of people don't see how real broken the mechanics in Vert are at times. Just being able to dodge and get you a one-shot combo on the next dodge or on your next F1 ability, unblockable as well through the trait. That's really strong. I think what makes Vert really strong though is just how much block and invuln uptime it really has. Especially when you're taking shield. You have shield 4 twice. You have a full distort baked into your F abilities. Yet most times you're taking the distort ability that restocks blades. And then, you know, a lot of the popular Vert builds lately have been taking stealth as well, so it's just extra survivability right there.
And that build didn't catch any nerfs. Not one.
Not a single one.
It got buffed actually.
One.
It got more damage. I beg you, CMC, please think this one through. Okay.
I've been enjoying Vert lately, so I'll take it.
Speaking of things that I don't like, what is your opinion on the Relic of the Storm Singer? And should it catch a nerf in the upcoming patch? What do you think?
That's something they probably should have addressed in this patch. It's too strong with the willbender, just because it's bugged on willbender currently, and you get the procs of it way too quickly, and the internal cooldown of it just doesn't proc. For some
It's
reason,
stated
willbender.
to have a 5-second cooldown, but it actually procs, is it 3 seconds? Every 3 seconds?
On some abilities on willbender, it just procs regardless of what the cooldown is. It
Beautiful.
Just, you can proc it back to back, yeah. That's what
that.
made willbender really strong as well.
So you think that
I think
that should have caught a nerf?
probably. I mean, they should have really bug fixed that for willbender as well, but
Yeah.
a
I'm with you
nerf, arguable. I mean, it's I've seen it run on Warrior and Revenant builds, but I'm not sure exactly how strong it is when it's not bugged.
Anyways, I hate that relic. I could yap for like an hour about
Yeah.
how much I hate that relic.
Probably. It's just free damage. It really is.
Yeah, it's like you can get it to hit for like 1500 to 2k.
I know, and
Any-
that's what made willbender so broken. It's just you're just constantly proccing 1500,
Yeah.
2k, 1500,
Like-
2k.
All right, back to the questions here. The next one I got is, what's a class or build that you wish the devs would give a little bit more love to?
Thief Spear.
Oh,
It
yeah.
makes no sense. That weapon is so bad. I mean, I don't like saying it's so bad either because it does have some good points, and it does have some real broken points. Spear 5, which
Wait,
is
hold that thought.
spam-
I fat fingered my dodge key. One sec. I'll
Are
go
you
back up.
good? Making the flight back up.
All right. Wait. Okay, where were you?
With Thief Spear? Oh god. I mean, I could talk all day about like the random points on Thief Spear. The block being spammable, that could probably get some nerfs if anything, but there's the 2 and 3 chain, which they both kind of happen alongside each other. So as you're progressing the chain on your 3 skill, it's progressing the chain on the 2 skill as well. Which is cool. It's a cool design. I like the idea. But they don't work together. The 2 chains don't work together. So you're basically going through like either the entire 3 chain or the entire 2 chain to get the abilities. You can't go 3-2-3 or 2-3-2. And that's something that really has irked me about that weapon. I wish they'd fix it, but
Yeah.
I don't think they intend to anytime soon.
Well, who knows? Maybe they'll watch this video and they'll hear the nice things you said about them at the start, and they'll implement it all, right?
I can only hope.
Thoughts? All right. Okay, the next question I had for you is, the devs plan to add 6 relics per patch. Do you think that this cadence is sustainable, or should they maybe split that down to 2 relics, 2 runes, and 2 sigils per patch instead?
Sigils and runes and relics, yeah, they could definitely add more stuff in. I mean, I'm sure they have ideas on how they could take that, but as for sustainability of it, it'll last them for a while as they're just taking old rune abilities and effects and just putting them onto the new relics. So I imagine that'll probably last them for a while considering how many runes there really are in the game. There'll be a point where they have to start thinking of them on their own, which they have been as well with some of the new expansions, but
Like the bees relic?
yeah, the Bees Relic, which is so effective, so impactful.
Maybe we see the bees relic overtake the storm singer after the patch. What do you think?
That'd be a sight to see. I know some people were coped on the Bee Relic when it first launched, but it kind of fell off very quickly, and then a couple hours after.
A couple hours.
Yeah.
All right, man. Very last thing I wanted to ask you here. What advice would you give to somebody who's trying to get better at PvP?
I think the absolute best advice I could give would be try to find duels. I think practicing mechanics is probably the best thing you could do on your own time. Obviously, if you can find a group of 5 people who are willing to try hard PvP and kind of learn together and almost be on the come up together, that'd be phenomenal. But you can't really pick and choose who you get in this game anymore. Is
Finding
lot of
duels,
players.
finding a group of 5, right?
Yep.
So they should find some sort of a guild that maybe has a dueling night. Maybe there's people on there looking for teams, that kind of thing. Is that maybe a place where they could go?
Absolutely. There's a guild called War Pigs that sounds like they might have something like that, isn't there?
You bet your ass there is. If you guys are looking for anything like that, we got duels Sunday nights and lots of people looking for teams in there. So if you're looking to be like Ma with 5 gizmos and champions, you gotta join War Pigs, right? Right, Ma?
Absolutely. That's the first step.
Cool, man. Any closing thoughts? Anything you want to plug on the way out here?
Oof, I can't think of anything in particular.
You gotta
check out all the monthly videos you've been putting out.
Well, thanks to you, man. You've been a great help with those. You got a Twitch stream though, don't you?
Yeah. Ma_Zeus. Stream not too regularly whenever I feel like it, but every now and then I like to pull up and vibe with some music, do some ranked games, maybe an AT or two.
Very nice. Well, I'll be sure to link that in the description of the video. Thanks again, man. I really appreciate your time. And it's really good to hear from somebody who actually knows what they're talking about so that people don't have to sit here and listen to me because I don't know what I'm talking about. So thanks again, man. Really appreciate it.
Oh, of course, no. Thank you as well.
Cool. Let's do this again sometime.
Absolutely.
I want to give a very special thank you to Ma for helping me make this video. If anybody from the community ever wants to collaborate, my door is always open. My contact information is in my descriptions. So with that, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you like the video, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. And I will see you guys next week for another video. Thanks.